Hey everybody, my name is Jennifer. This is Metatronus speaking. I have a message today from Jesus, Master Jesus, Yeshua. There's lots of different names for him. Um, Very, very famous individual, and one that I love very much. And so I have a channeled, it's not a message. Well, it is a message. It's just not message where he's directly talking to us. I basically have a vision that I was given from Jesus's life, his birth. So I'm going to go over that with you guys, but first I wanted to try something that I haven't done before, which is try to see if I can do an oracle card message with Master Jesus or Yeshua or the Christ energy or Sananda. I don't know. There's so many. I'm a little bit I'm a lot intimidated by him, which is really silly because he is off the charts funny. He's like not serious at all unless he's being loving. He's either loving or like hilarious, but I still have this brain block of my religious days of thinking him of like Jesus. So I have a hard time with channeling him and getting correct messages. Basically, whenever I channel him, I can't even get a serious message. I can only get silly things. And I'm like, come on, give me something serious. The people want a serious message. Oh my gosh. I'm shuffling these. You're here, right? Okay. 3 cards? Hope he's actually gonna have. Do you want one of these? This one? Do you want no, okay. I have 1 card out of 3, and hopefully I can interpret him correctly. His soul is the same soul as Metatron and Merlin and Ashtar. So I should be able to, I hope, understand him when he tries to give these messages. Do you want one of this one? No, this one. Yes. 2 cards. Should be able to understand him. But it's funny because even though they're the same soul, obviously if you're talking to Odin versus talking to, Buddha, it's the same soul, but it's it's just a very different personality. It's just a very different energy. Oh, you want this one? Yay! Okay, I got 3 cards. Woo! Let's see if we can do this. I'm gonna go in order. Oh my gosh, my nose is itching. That means he's lined up with me. Oh my god, what did you give me? I don't know if this picture is cute or weird. It's like, okay, so the message says benefactor, grace, and generosity. And it's like mice in a mushroom? I don't know. Kind of cute, kind of weird. Okay. Oh my gosh, he's giving me hard cards. One, I've never seen these before. And 2, I don't know. Lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. He's telling me to ignore the words. So I guess I better be looking a lot closer at these pictures. And this one says heart, home, compassion. You want that word. Yes, you do. Okay. Huh. He's gonna make this really hard. Okay, now I have to examine pictures. Okay. Ignore all the words on this one. No. Nice. Mm. Okay. So he's giving me words grace, wisdom, compassion for these 3 cards. Grace, wisdom, compassion. Okay. So, in how we deal with all other life forms, all other humans, all other animals, all other living things, having grace, wisdom, and compassion. So when you combine those 3, when you're gracious with other living things, and you're using your wisdom and you're having compassion towards those living things always go well. It's always the right answer. So basically, the grace part is other people or other living things doing things to hurt you, doing things that trigger you, doing things that harm you, doing things that offend you, and you having wisdom, you pausing and using your wisdom to know that all of us trigger somebody and all of us have days where we're harmful to someone else. Mhm. And having compassion for the condition of the living person. It's not saying what they are doing is good and okay and I like it and I accept it. It's not saying that. It's somebody doing something horrible that you completely disagree with and you feeling like you relating to them on some level and going, I've I know what it's like to be at my worst. This person must be at their worst right now. They're probably not. They're probably not making the best choices. They're probably hurting a lot. They're probably confused. They're in a low point. It's having compassion for the limitations of the other person so that you can still stay in a place of love in your heart so that you're not letting yourself be triggered and become dark, or lower vibration from whatever's going on. It's separating, it's kind of like not letting your ego get involved, right? Because when your ego gets involved, they're like, ugh, I'm mad, I'm this, I'm that, I'm offended. It's slowing down enough to not take action based on what your ego is saying. It's tapping into your wisdom instead to have grace and compassion for other people. So this is a very, very, very Jesus message. So yay! I tapped into him. Okay, let me pull up on my phone. I don't even have it ready, but it came to me so randomly. And I have two cats in here right now, so hopefully they don't knock everything over. Baby, you can just lay down. Um, but this message came to me really randomly, and the last thing I was expecting was to see a scene from Jesus's lifetime. Like this is not I have never been shown anything like that before. I'm gonna scroll through, and basically it matches up a lot with the biblical account of Jesus's birth, but there's just a lot more detail. So here we go. I'm gonna give it to you exactly as I received it. And this came from I am, from God, from Creator. Um, and so he's showing me a picture. And so I told him, I see camels in the desert at night, with one man on each of the three camels. The sky is lit by a full moon and a bright star or planet in the sky. And then he tells me it's Venus. So I'm like, okay, so it's a planet. These men are mystics. They have placed energetic shields around themselves. The night is calm and clear and quiet, but they are surrounded by dark energies trying to interfere with them. So I'm just going to pause here for a second because it's possible some of you are not familiar with the birth of Jesus. So the birth of Jesus involved a story about three wise men. So these are the three wise men, or in this case, the three mystics that were traveling to go locate baby Jesus to give him gifts. Um, So they are surrounded by dark energies trying to interfere with them. They pray and chant as the camels walk. They smell of incense. They wear protective amulets. Archangel Michael is there to help them with his army. These men have placed shields around where they are going. They are looking for the baby that is being born. When they find where they are going, they bring supplies from their camels with them. In the back of the barn, a woman has given birth. They bring her blankets and begin healing her, like energy healing her. They have dates and nuts for her to eat. One man performs a ceremony with incense and chanting to anoint a king. They have brought protective turquoise amulets for mother, father, and baby. They teach the father how to clear low vibrational energies with frankincense and myrrh, and leave gifts of frankincense and myrrh with him. Pieces of gold are given to them. And when I read that in the Bible that they were given gold, everyone thinks, ooh, money, gold, wealth. And I'm sure it was used as wealth to some extent, but not all of it. Because listen to what I'm being told. Pieces of gold are given to them to keep them composed during tumultuous times and to connect them with the God energy. So this is being used like a crystal, which makes sense because metals have components the same as crystals that are useful like that. These three men speak of their visions to the parents and what they know of the child. Prayers of blessings are made for the parents and child, and afterwards they mount their camels, pleased, and head back home. And that's the vision I had. So it was kind of wild. I was really interested to see detail. I almost wish they would have given me more detail. I feel like there was more detail that I was not privy to for that. But it was nice seeing the incense and the gold and energy clearing. It's crazy because it's these things that people associate with like the opposite of Christianity, right? Or the opposite of religion, but it all goes together. It's just religion is, the institutions that have been unfortunately corrupted by low vibrational energies, but the background or the basis of religions are based in a truth. There are truths back there. So just something to keep in mind that, even like with the Bible, some of it's true and some of it's not. And I can't tell you which is which. Some of it I can, but most of it I can't because there's a whole lot of information in there. Um, but yeah, so, anyways, I just thought this was interesting for everyone who loves and adores Jesus like I do. This is my first view into his lifetime, so wanted to share it with all of you. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.